just need to figure out like where in the spectrum we are and how can we leverage what we have now today to, get to, some results pretty quickly. And with that being said, yeah, that'd be great. I could quickly showcase the platform and kind of showcase how somebody could create a machine learning model with just a few clicks and get started with that exploratory data analysis and some of those things that you may, take some time to get to. So yeah, if that would be fine with you.
Absolutely. As I mentioned, I personally used that tool. I really liked it. I'm sure our audience will also love it. So maybe if you can show some use case, how you can use that tool and maybe, do a walkthrough, that will be really wonderful.
Sure. Yeah, so we'll just spend a couple of minutes here. Right now, can you see my screen?
Yes, Andrew, we can see your screen.
Okay. All right, perfect. So this is the Newton platform. All of the solutions that we create are tile-based, so you can see some of the different solutions that I've built, whether it be bank marketing or predicting customer churn or satisfaction, or even whether an employee is going to leave or not. I will go ahead and create a new solution. So right here, we're going to do a Sony use case. So this is predicting whether somebody would purchase a device or not. So I can come in here. I have two data sets. One is my training data set and one is my test data set. So the training data set is all of the historical information that I have about the customer behavior and whether they purchased the item or not. So earlier what you had mentioned, a classification problem, so whether they purchase or not. So let's just take a quick look at the data set. So here we have gender, family influence, employment, the household income, age, so different demographics, and then whether they purchased the item or not. So 0 meaning they did not purchase and 1 meaning they did purchase. So once you've prepared your data, got it all together, you just upload it and then press OK. And as you mentioned earlier, all we need to do is select the target variable. So in this case, it's whether they purchase or not. And here, the platform detected that it's a binary classification problem. In some cases, it may be regression, it may be multi-classification, and you can also select what type of metrics that you want. In this case, it is accuracy. So we'll just click Start Training. And here, everything will be done automatically for you. So we'll spin up some GPUs for training and all of that good stuff. We can also input our phone number so that we'll text you when the training is done. I've already trained this model so that we don't have to sit here and wait. It only takes a couple of minutes to train this particular model. But here you can see we have 100% training. It only took a couple of minutes to train. Here we have our model quality index. So this is just showing the quality of the model. In this case, we got a 96% accuracy. So this is a pretty good model that we have created. And then, so there are 3 steps. So your data set tab where you saw me upload the data, the training tab where you complete the training, and then finally the prediction tab. And this is kind of the interesting part. This is where we're going to take the new data that we have and we're going to want to predict whether somebody might purchase the item or not. And then the other piece of this is looking at what are the different things that are influencing the behavior of whether somebody's going to purchase or not, and are there certain business actions we can take to influence that. So here I've already clicked this easy button to enable predictions. And when you want to start predictions, you'll just come here and then upload your test data set. And this is all of the information about your customer, but not including whether they've purchased or not. So now this is when we're going to do the prediction. So I've already uploaded the file and created the predictions. So here, everything to the right is all of the information that we uploaded, and then everything here is what Newton has created. So if we look at this individual here, we have predicted that they will purchase the item, but we have a 56% probability. So one of the things that we have developed is a model interpreter that helps you understand why we've made the prediction and what are the different features that are influencing it. So here we have the 56% probability of purchase. And with this particular prediction, we have the top features that are influencing the prediction. So in this particular case, the monthly household income for this particular individual was $27,000. However, if we lower the monthly income to $10,926, there's a higher probability that they would have not purchased in this particular case.
So this is very interesting. If you kindly allow me, I would like to add one comment. I think sure. Since you have picked the PS5 use case, which is one of the flagship product from Sony. So all of you who love gaming, definitely PS5 is an awesome console. And I think I can completely relate to it because as per my knowledge, PS5 is priced at a quite premium level. It's not a cheap product to purchase. So, logically or intuitively also it makes sense that those households who have enough money can probably buy a PS5. And that is probably in India also, like we have Sony business where we see, PlayStation is not selling as much. And what I tell people, it's not the problem. It's not that people don't love playing games in India, but probably, Sony products are priced at a very, high level, especially PS5. And of course, if the prices come down or India, income level goes up, probably people will probably love to purchase a PS5. So the comment that I wanted to make here is really brilliant that not just you're giving the prediction, but also some explanation to it. And this is something is very useful to business stakeholders who don't want to get into detail of mathematics, statistics, or the modeling, but they can, I think, very simply understand that person who has a certain household income and beyond a threshold, they have higher likelihood of purchasing a product, which is a premium product. So that's brilliant. Thank you. Over to you, Andrew.
Yeah, absolutely. And I appreciate your comment as well. And then also from a business perspective, you talked a lot about, hey, if you're a marketing manager and who are we marketing to, right? This can help us get some insights on our target market and where we can maybe invest a little bit more. And when you look at where it's kind of steep here, each incremental change actually has a higher influence on the predicted value. So this is kind of the sweet spot, if you will. So every incremental change can influence the prediction as well. And then also for categorical data as well, if you don't have an influence from a friend, or if you do have an influence from a friend, with all the other factors in consideration as well, or whether you don't have a Sony device or you already do. So maybe this particular individual already had a Sony device, so maybe they have a higher loyalty and thus a higher probability of purchasing as well. So this can give us a little bit of insights and kind of the predictions that we're doing, and then what are the business insights we can take away as well. And then I just wanted to quickly show another feature which is fairly interesting, which is our feature importance matrix. So here we can see the features that are influencing the prediction the most. So the income, age, etc. We can also look at the bottom ones as well. So in this case, we only had 12 features. So there are only a few that didn't make a huge influence. And then also one of the things to consider is when we create models and we're doing predictions, over time, our new data may change and no longer be relevant to the model that we've built. So we've put in a way to help manage the life cycle of your model. So if the new data that we're feeding into the model becomes less relevant, we'll indicate it here. And then lastly, we also provide automated exploratory data analysis. So this will just help you show, you know, kind of a high level information about your data. So in this case, you know, 180 people did not purchase, 139 did. How many rows and columns? And then from a continuous data perspective, we can look at the different features that would be influencing the predictions. So on the left here, this is monthly household income in relation to the target variable. So on the left here, we have a good distribution of people with less than 10,000, and then a good distribution with over 20,000. And then here on the right side, we can see whether 1, they purchased, or 0, they didn't purchase. So in this case, up to about 12,000 people both purchased and didn't purchase. And then above that, we didn't have purchased. So this can just give us some insight as well. We can also see how the different features are correlated with the target or correlated with other features as well. So yeah, just wanted to quickly showcase how you can kind of create a predictive model with just a few clicks.